An elderly American heroine, Kitty Knight, was credited with saving part of Georgetown during the War of 1812. When the British invaded the Eastern Shore during the War of 1812, their goal was to burn down houses and communities close to the shore to protect their soldiers as they moved about the Chesapeake area. After British forces landed, they burned Frederickstown and the lower part of Georgetown. They approached a hill where 2 brick houses were located, and they were met by Miss Kitty Knight. She stood her ground, and she pleaded with Admiral Cockburn not to burn down those houses. The British had already put the torch to one of these houses that was occupied by a sick and elderly lady. Miss Kitty pleaded for the elderly lady in her home and managed to convince the Admiral not to burn those houses. The Kitty Knight House, formerly a restaurant and inn, has long had a history of paranormal activity. Staff and owners have said doors open and close by themselves throughout the building, shadow figures in the main dining room, the front doorbell ringing, and no one there. Claims of seeing lights on in the second and third story rooms, with no one staying in those rooms. Upon further investigation, even finding those rooms empty. The little boy who plays in the hallway outside room 8, only known as the captain.
We're in Georgetown, Maryland. We're at the Kitty Knight House. We're at the infamous room 4, Kitty's room. Darlene, do you know any claims about this room?
Absolutely. Miss Kitty, she likes to pull up the covers on the guest when they're staying here. And when we investigated in here, we actually captured a meow. So there's a real kitty, so we have a kitty toy. And we had a lot of flashlight activity, which claims are that she had danced with George Washington, which was something that we were getting interaction with the flashlight. So
Cool.
It kind of was validating it.
Cool. All right. That's good. All right. We're here tonight. We are trying to communicate with Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty, my name is Bob. I'm not here to harm you, disrespect you, or oust you in any way. All we want to do is communicate. We have a lot of devices around here. You don't have to be afraid of them. They won't burn you, they won't hurt you in any way. They're just a way that we use to communicate so we know that you're here. You think you can give us some kind of a sign that you're here? If you'd like to communicate with us?
Harry? Just heard Harry.
It's pretty clear. Miss Kitty, do you remember us coming in here and talking to you about George Washington? When you danced with him? We asked if he flirted with you. We had a kitty cat in here the last time we were in here. Do you have a cat? We actually brought a toy for it. If he wants to play with it.
It's a female voice.
What the heck did that say?
Like a full sentence.
Yeah. You trying to say something to us?
Are you surprised to hear your own voice?
Who's in here with us? Say me.
Is there an Eddie? Harry, are you in here?
He said yes. Any British people here?
Why don't you tell us what you want to talk about? Do you like what the new owners did to the hotel?
Colonel Stewart, are you here?
You guys feeling anything in here?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm really dizzy.
Yeah.
Centering around you. Train them. There's an EM pump up there. Gives you energy, that little green flashing light. Use that and it'll help you clear.
If there is somebody other than Miss Kitty here tonight and wants to communicate with us, I want you to say George Washington, so I know that I'm actually talking to somebody, okay? Can you say that for me? George Washington.
Miss Kitty? I heard stories that if you like someone, you would close the door so they would stay. I'm kind of hoping you like us. I saw your picture downstairs. I think you're beautiful. And we would like to talk with you.
Say happy to.
Sounded like that.
Just said happy to.
Yeah. Miss Kitty, could you maybe open a door or close a door so we can see that you like us? Miss Kitty? Are you standing next to me? Do you feel anything?
Nope. Come Come on, Miss Kitty. It's all right.
There's traffic from the outside.
You know what I'm about.
At least tug on the covers.
Okay, so if it's not Miss Kitty, can we get maybe one of the women workers? We have money to pay.
Joe, that blanket's not moving by any chance, is it?
No.
Not that I can see. No, I'm watching it pretty good.
All right, nothing personal, but look down by my junk.
That's where I'm at right now. I got your whole body.
If I had $1 for every time I heard that.
No, actually, it feels
Warm and tingly.
no. Like, it almost felt like my pants were moving.
All right, so if that's you, Miss, Bob really kind of likes what you're doing.
I didn't say that.
That's kind of uncomfortable.
Go ahead, have at it. At least pull the covers off me. If you can do that, I want you to gather up all your energy and do that for me. One time. A lot of people don't believe you can do it.
You know, we keep on asking for people like Harry because we heard that name. We ask about the captain because we know that there's a little boy that called himself a captain. But maybe none of those people are in here with us tonight. And we got a whole bunch of people here, but you got to be used to that. This is a restaurant, a bar, whatever you want to call it. It's where people gather. We'd like you to be part of our group here, but we need to know your name. Can you help me out with that? My name is Rich. You know, if you're having a hard time talking to us or using this setup we have, let us know somehow, in some way, that you understand. There's a little ball, or there's quite a big ball over by my buddy Frank that's got all kinds of light. It won't burn you, it won't hurt you, but if you touch it, we'll know for sure that you're around. I'm sorry?
I thought it just said Frank.
Yeah, that's his name, Frank. Can you go over by Frank and touch that ball? I mean, we were around here all night last
I
night.
sound like a little kid.
Girls speak.
Did you say help?
You need help?
Did you just say, What's the child's name?
That was like,
But she is saying help, I think. It sounds like
that was
she's
like
saying,
almost like a baby cry or a really young kid cry. Hi, we have two young ladies here from the Kitty Night House that have had some personal experiences recently.
Yes, I think
Yes.
mine was like 2 weeks ago.
And the one I had was, I'd say, 3 weeks ago, 3.5 or so.
And we have.
Oh, I'm Allie.
I'm Sophie.
So, Sophie, why don't you start?
Okay, well, one we shared together. It was about, what, 2 weeks ago, I'll say?
Bell one?
Yeah. It was about, I'd say, 10:30 at night. And we're in the parlor, which is connecting the main dining room to, like, the breakfast room. And the bell, which is this
It's
old-fashioned bell.
Old-fashioned doorbell that was like at the, I believe, used to be the front door of Miss Kitty's house, which we now.
So it's still attached to the door?
Right.
It's,
Okay.
it's like an old bell hanging on a loop thing, and you pull a chain on the other side, and it rings.
Well, it started uncontrollably ringing for a decent while, and so I think we were just gonna get some cups to some sort of table, and we walked by and we were like, okay, how's this gonna work? So we opened the door and it was still going, and there was no one there, and we had a table right next to it, and they were just as confused as we were, and so but they were just sitting there.
I'd say it rang about 4 times, just like like a clang, 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 pretty steady.
Harry, were you born in the 1800s? Were you involved in the battle here? When Miss Kitty was trying to protect the property? Are you British? Were you shot?
Ready, Bob?
Yeah, Joe's showing me.
What's your last name? Harry, what's your last name? That's very clear. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if we can try and track down Harry.
Harry Rupert.
Harry, are you from this area?
Oh yeah, it's looking good.
I want you to get energy from that. I can't think it. Oh my God.
Harry, we want you to take a little energy from here. We're filling the room full of good, positive energy, some good ions. And this is going to give you what you need in order to communicate with us a little better. We really appreciate you joining us. Attaboy, Harry. Can you tell us when you were here?
What was your trade? Your job?
Darlene, do you have the AM pump too?
I did, where did we put it back? It was in Miss Kitty's room. I can see if it's up there. Do you want me to run up and get it?
Nah, it's come back.
Do you think that they can talk through that white noise from that, Fitz?
But from that,
Yeah.
if they're picking up the energy, why not? I mean, I don't know that they can manipulate the white noise in the Jacob's ladder, because in the radio it's digital and they can manipulate it through the circuitry. There's no circuitry with that. Now, maybe there's enough energy for a disembodied voice. Would you agree, Frank?
I would agree.
I mean, the whole idea of using the electronics is that they can manipulate the digital sound through the electronics. That was my stomach. That was JoJo's cheeseburger.
JoJo's.
Thanks, JoJo's.
Wow. Pretty positive.
But I do believe the electrical impulses that's putting into the air, if there's an entity physically here, it should be able to use that energy for whatever it wants,
Right.
whether to speak, move something, turn something on.
Simple.
Have them, children run and use it.
That's cool.
Alrighty. Here we go again, Harry. Now we got a little bit more energy.
You got enough for a couple of people, right?
Hey, Harry, whoever else wants to come. Well, I'm still looking for my date from last night.
I'll be waiting for you to call in bed again.
You're a little hottie. Come on.
What's the name of the lady that fancies Frank? Is there something?
There's something.
There's something. Sound
I'm a
like
female.
is that maybe?
What's your name again?
Come on, sweetheart, tell me your name. I may be falling in love with you, and I don't even know your name. That?
I thought I heard that.
Oh.
Hello. All done?
Here goes.